talking a lot about what you do when you have openings. So once you have that job description, those skills and abilities, the education certification piece worked out, then you need to start recruiting. So where do you do that? What are the best sources to recruit? So there's your local paper, the penny saver, or local gazette that most people may look at. There may be job boards that you can post on. There may be the local high school, colleges, community colleges, universities, great source to get, especially part-time workers who are really interested in working in senior living. There's national organizations and websites like LinkedIn, probably heard of that, monster.com, if that still exists. Indeed is a really big one. The number one recruiting source for me, Greg, is actually your existing employees. There is nothing better than to go out and find a new employee who's been recommended and brought in by one of your existing employees. Now, definitely make sure that you don't have any regulations regarding family members working together. It's not uncommon for one employee to bring another family member. So usually best to put those in other communities. You don't want them working together. But if they bring their best friend along, they are now vouching for them. They have ownership of that employee's success. And in my experience, and I'm sure yours, those end up being your best, longest term employees.
Absolutely.
So definitely go after and talk to your existing employees. And I would go one step further, and if you can, incent them to do it. So say, look, if you bring somebody in, after 30 days, I'm going to give you a $50 bonus. After 60 days, I'm going to give you another $50 bonus. If they stay 90 days, I'm going to give you a $250. I'm making up the amounts, obviously, but think about how to drive that longevity, because statistics tell us that if somebody stays 90 days, they're much more likely to stay well beyond that. It's the first 90 days where the majority of that turnover is really occurring. And we're going to talk about engagement and retention later on, but I just want to point it out now. As you're recruiting, you should already be thinking about, how do we keep this person?
Exactly. No, it's a great point. The other recruiting source I want to just put out there is, believe it or not, it's Craigslist. I've had some pretty good luck with that in the past, so I just want to inject that. The other thing I want to caution people on is, just because it's on your website doesn't mean people are going to find it. It cracks me up when somebody says, "Oh, it's on our website, the job." And I go, well, if you're in the restaurant industry and you're looking for a cook's job, it never enters your head, to look in senior living, and you're not going to go on a website. So you need to make your brand and make that job known across all different ways.
It's so interesting that you said that. I was at my local farmers market, and I think last year, and actually they had a booth by one of the largest senior living companies in the country. They had a local booth, both to recruit for residents, but also for employees. And I was like, wow, that's a brilliant idea. Be a part of
very clever.
That local day that was happening, and get your name out there and be a part of the community. So
love it.
There's some great opportunities out there and some great best practices that people are already doing. So don't be afraid to beg, borrow, steal from the best.